Okay, we're going to roll into our post-race for the Race Day Raffle Series.com 175. And joining us right now in the infield media center is James Buescher. He drives the number 31 Wolfpack Reynolds Chevrolet. He finished second in today's race. And I believe also we'll be hearing from Austin Dillon here shortly and Kevin Harvick. But James, boy, what a great finish for you. You look like you were maybe going to get to victory lane. That last caution came out. Your thoughts?
You know, they're showing it right there. We had a really good shot at victory lane today. Everybody on this Wolfpack Reynolds team did a great job. And, you know, the 2 and the 18 kind of got racy and slid up the track together. And we were there to take advantage of it and slid up to the lead and kind of checked out. And the caution came back out. We got a good restart and beat Kyle down into 1, and he beat me off 2, and they just went to the fence. He wasn't clear at all and just drove like he had no truck on his outside, and you know, he hit my left front and ended up hitting the wall. But you know, he just drove us dirty and got the win. But you know, we hung in for a second place finish, and everybody on this Turner Motorsports team's done a great job all weekend.
Questions for James Buescher? If you have one, raise your hand. We got one right here with Reed. Go ahead.
Reed Spencer with Sporting News. Congratulations, James.
Thank you.
Are there mixed emotions in terms of this, in terms of the outcome today? I mean, obviously a great run, but being so close to the win and finishing second.
Well, there's definitely mixed emotions, you know, and being that close is one thing, but getting it taken away from you like that is a totally different thing. I mean, if you're faster, you're going to pass them, but you don't have to race them so dirty and just flat out try to wreck you to get the lead, and that's what he did. So
we're also joined by Austin Dillon. He's our top Ray Bestos Rookie of the Year candidate. He drives the number 3 Bass Pro Shops, Remington, Tracker, Boats, Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. An outstanding performance. Austin, talk about it.
From the start of the weekend, we had a really rough 2 practice sessions and really picked it up from qualifying and kind of got behind there in the middle of the race with our pit stop and had a really good one at the end to get us back up to 4th, and I overdrove the corner and got back to 6th, so I had to make a big move there at the end to get to where we were. And I was pulling for James there. I was wanting him to beat the 2 Cup guys. That would have been really cool. And next time you just need to wreck him, I guess.
Yeah, you tried to wreck me.
Okay, we'll take questions now for either Austin or James. If you have one, raise your hand. Any questions downstairs here? Anybody? Rich, you have one? Go ahead.
Austin, did you kind of learn something when you saw what happened to James and Kyle in the front? I mean, what kind of the nature of this business?
On the restart there at the end?
Yeah, just how things can get nasty out there.
Yeah, I didn't get a good view of it. I was kind of looking through Harvick's truck, really, and all I saw was the 18's tail almost hit the wall. I thought he was in the wall. I thought he was wrecked.
He did hit the wall.
He did hit the wall?
Yeah, he hit the wall pretty hard.
Yeah, I didn't know. I actually pulled way left because I thought he was going to come back across the track, so I didn't get a good view of it. But Kyle doesn't really give you any room. If he's inside of you, he's going to come on in for some reason. He did it to me at Michigan too, and I had to check. And it's just how he drives. So it all comes around. World's round.
Any other questions for Austin or James? And we'll hear from Kevin. Guys, thank you. Great show out there this afternoon, and good luck in Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good job. Thanks, Harv.
Good job. Thank you. Sorry.
Kevin Harvick joins us. He drives the number 2 Jegs.com Chevrolet for KHI. Came in 3rd out there today, and Kevin, you know, quite a competitive race out there from start to finish. And just talk about how things went for you today.
Yeah, they went well. Truck was a little tighter than I would have liked it to have been, but you know, we had a good hard short track race with the 18 there, and just you know, I got into him a little bit on that one restart, and you know, when these things get somebody on the quarter panel like that, they just kind of tend to go straight, and he drove right in there on the quarter panel, and I need a do-over on that one. If I'd have known it was going to all come out like that, I'd have just drove the hell out of it in there and just bounced off the door once instead of trying to be a little nicer than I probably should have been.
Okay, questions for Kevin Harvick. If you have one, raise your hand.
Reed Spencer with Sporting News. Kevin, can you give us your view of that final restart, what you saw there?
You know, I saw the 31 take off and the 18 got a run on the bottom, and it looked to me like the 18 just drove over the front of him, and I mean, that's what it looked like. I turned all the way to the left because I thought they were going to be hung together, wrecked. So I don't know. That's what it looked like from my vantage point. But I mean, you know, let me say, I mean, this is a short track, and everybody's digging for everything that they can get, and I bounced off of Kyle as many times as he bounced off everybody else. So you know, it's not anything that any of us wouldn't do the other 10 times over again. You know, like I say, I wish I could have done mine a little bit differently, because I felt like I felt like our trucks were so even that when I had the opportunity, I was going to have one more chance, and that was it. I just got myself hung up and got the two of us hung up longer than I needed to. I needed to push him out of the groove a little bit further than I did, but I got up there and got hung on the side of him and couldn't get off of him, and I had him up there. I just needed to push him up there sooner. I just let the 31 get inside of us, and then there was another truck in the race. So just my bad on timing of the move.
Other questions for Kevin? Go ahead.
Dwight Drummer, Sept.com. For a while there, Kevin, it looked like you guys were glued together. Could you kind of like go through what goes through your mind when you get a situation like that for lap after lap after lap? You're so close.
Yeah, our trucks were so evenly matched that, you know, when he could run the top better. I couldn't really run the top. I tried the one restart to run the top, and I couldn't run up there. I'd have been better off on the bottom. But every time I'd restart on the bottom, he could hang with me on the top and just keep me loose enough and not being able to use enough of the track to where I couldn't complete the pass. So, like I say, I knew there at the end that on that last restart that was my shot, and I just timed it wrong and didn't shove him out far enough.
Anything else for Kevin? Go ahead, Dwight.
Obviously, I got to ask you Jake's question. As far as having the drag racing guys over here, what's it like to run for them? And I know it's a big day for them. What's it like for you?
Well, I think anytime you bring a new sponsor that's kind of dipping their toe in the water to see, what the sport's all about, and they can be a part of a race like that, pretty much where we battled for the lead all day and raced, right down to the checkered flag, and probably were on TV a fair amount of time. I think that's a good start for them. But they're a lot of fun to be around, and hopefully they enjoyed it, and they'll be back.
Anything else for Kevin? Kevin, great show out there today, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.